They shut down, they look away, you feel frozen. Here's how to teach them safely. I am Jesse, and this is the Valiant Lifestyle. In this episode, when their walls go up, 3 keys to break through without breaking yourself. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar where you're not sure what to do? Actually, I just came through that very thing today. So this one is going to resonate really clearly with me. Before I get any of that discussion out to you, I'd like to invite you to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, it's easy. Hit the subscribe button wherever it's located, the lower left or right under this video, and then hit all. All allows all of my content to be available to you. And welcome back if you're watching me again and again and again and again. All right, so let's dive into this. Don't force a door, knock with respect. Don't force a door, knock with respect. Gentle persistence beats force. See, here's what I find when I'm advocating for my daughters. When I force my opinions, I don't get too far. I get flack. When I force my dialogue on what I feel should work, what do you get? Let me ask you what you get when you ask those questions or do those things. Doesn't work out very well, does it? And I want to tell you this though. Don't give up. Even if you do get a little bit of flack, who cares? Say what you mean what you say, and stay and stand in your light. Stand right in what you're saying. Here's why. You're creating space for your daughters, your sons, your kids. You're advocating for them. Of course, another parent is going to feel their mom, maybe a stepdad, a bonus dad, is going to feel like you're intruding on their boundaries, and that's why they get chirpy, or they feel like, no, they're not doing that. But make sure that your ideas and what you have to say is known. It's important. I want you to be persistent, but in a kind way. And this is what I found worked for me with what I was working through with my daughter's mother, which was another activity that we felt we want our daughter to do, our daughter together. We want to do it. However, my spidey sense tells me that this isn't something that would be good for her, let alone our blended family. And ironically, her mom feels the same way. And that's good because that means that it's perfect, like it's good conversation. It's good communication to be able to advocate for me, to advocate for my daughter, but it's also good that my ex-wife felt comfortable and enough to be honest about how she feels about it. And I love that. That is communication that has been built. That is communication that we've reestablished. Now, what I'm doing in advocating for my daughter, when I go in with brute force, guns a-blazing, I don't get very far with it. When I'm kind, and I also set the precedence that you don't have to. I'm just saying that this is how I feel about it. What I'm doing is I'm allowing for them to make the decision to come to the conclusion on their own. Because if I cap it with no, this must be done, guess what's going to happen? I'm not gonna get what I want. It's gonna seem like I'm being manipulative. It's going to seem like they don't have any choice, which they do, which my ex-wife does. She gets 50% of the stake in the decisions that we make for our daughter. And that's okay with me. Mirror their heart, not their coldness. Show warmth when they don't feel like it. What does that mean to you? Here's what it means to me. When it feels like I'm getting the cold shoulder, the when it feels like I'm being brash, when it feels like I'm going in hard and they're coming back the same way. It's a mirror. It's a mirror of what's going on. What do? I stay within my frame because this is what my daughter would want me to do. And remember, I am fortifying boundaries in space and opinions and a way for my daughter to be able to live, my daughters. I'm affording their freedom, their independence, their activities. I'm an advocate for them, the family. And this is what we do. Showing warmth even when I don't feel like it shows my ex-wife, people that I converse with, that I care, and I can still be assertive. I can still be meaningful, intentional. I can still be, it can still affect me in a way where I feel upset, but it's okay. It's okay, because I'm still signaling that I am the fierce protector, the father, because that's what they want. They want that, even when it feels like they don't. They want to know that there's somebody there that's, and by they I mean my ex-wife, my current wife, my kids. It might rub them the wrong way, but they want to know that at the end of the day, I've made a decision so that they can figure out how they feel about it. It helps. So get comfortable with feeling uncomfortable sometimes. Hold space without pressure. Hold space without pressure. Your patience is what's going to prove your safety in this. Your discipline that you've fortified in yourself with your me time every day about being collegial, disciplined, consistent with yourself is what you're going to use as your foundation, your backdrop to be able to say, I got evidence of this, I can do this. I can be patient. Can you be patienter? That's up to you. But just remember, you are also showing them innately whether you're safe or not. Get that through to you, man. That comes with this job. Being dad, father, bonus father, spouse. This comes with the job. But you can handle this. And I know you can. What I want you to do now is I want you to comment, I break the walls with grace. I break the walls with grace. I break the walls with grace. If you choose connection over chaos. If you've chosen connection over chaos, I break the walls with grace. Because you can. And you can reestablish where those walls got to go. That's you, Dad. That's you, Peter. That's you, Tim. That's you, Paul. That's you, Scott. That's you, Wayne. That's you, Oscar. You got this, Roberto. You got this, Ryan. You can do this. And I'm just naming names that are not really assigned to anybody, but this might be meaningful to you. And you might have one of those names. And this works for you. Here's what I want you to do now. I want you to take a step further into this. I want you to really lean into this. And I want you to go to thevaliantlifestyle.com and book a 30-minute call. And let's talk about what this means to you. To be that person where you're there consistent, patient, you're there kind, and you're there to break through with them. You're there to be the steady Eddie. Thevaliantlifestyle.com and book that 30-minute complimentary call now. Don't talk yourself out of it. Let's do this. Thank you for watching.